These TikTok conspiracy theories are starting to get a bit outrageous. Just watch what I mean.
What would happen if the sun went out for a year? After one day of continuous darkness, the world experiences a sudden... What would happen if the sun went out for a year? After one day of continuous darkness, the world experiences a sudden and unexpected nightfall. After 1 week, temperatures across the globe plummet, and all beings brace for an impending doom. After 1 month, life on Earth begins to be significantly affected. Essential services struggle and power supplies falter. After 2 months, massive freezes occur across the world. Society comes to a halt and survival becomes the primary focus. Many countries realize the gravity of the situation, and to ensure survival, world leaders hold emergency discussions to formulate a strategy. After 5 months, many people begin to experience breakdowns and significant mental health problems due to the incessant darkness and...
After 5 months, more like after 5 days. Come on now. Y'all know folks ain't gonna know what to do without their little smartphone devices and stuff after 24 hours. They gonna be bugging.
After 5 months, many people begin to experience breakdowns and significant mental health problems due to the incessant darkness and plummeting temperatures. After 6 months, most plants have died from lack of sunlight, pushing the global food chain to the brink of collapse. After 8 months, the frozen surface of the earth becomes virtually uninhabitable, and only those in specially prepared shelters have any hope of survival. After 11 months, resources are nearly depleted and the few survivors are desperately clinging to life. After 1 year, with no sun to thaw the frozen wasteland, food is gone, hope is extinguished, and life as it was known ceases to exist.
Somebody need to make a movie around this. What would happen if the sun went out for just 1 year? Do y'all think that everyone and everything on this planet, all life forms would die off? I think so. Heck, I feel like the world, society, humanity as a whole would end up killing off one another because of the simple fact of that dire need to survive.
Skinwalkers are actually real.
Ooh.
Yes, you heard that correctly. For decades, people have claimed they saw a skinwalker, but no one ever had proof to prove their claim.
Oh, okay, now this is what I'm talking about right here. We're about to get some proof, some evidence that skinwalkers are indeed real. Now, this is the type of stuff I live for. Let's go.
But what if I told you we finally have 100% proof they are real? In 2018, Mark Lay, a man from Texas, went camping with his 2 sons and his wife in the mountains. When it was nighttime, they set up 2 tents to sleep. In the first part of the night, everyone was sleeping without a problem. But around 2 a.m., all of a sudden, Mark woke up because of a loud noise. At first, he thought it was a bear or maybe a deer, so he got out of his tent to see what was making this obnoxious noise. But what he saw will leave you speechless. He saw a weird creature, one he had never seen before. He ran back to his tent to wake up his wife and described what he saw. She then told him that it was a skinwalker. He was filled with fear. Mark then decided to go to his kids' tent to see how they were doing, but they weren't in their tent. Subscribe and share with a friend for part 2 because it gets way crazier.
What? Subscribe and share for a part 2, boy. You better show us the evidence now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go on to the next video. Their next video, so we can see if there's indeed a part 2 to this daggone Skinwalker story. I better see some evidence.
The Kraken is actually real.
How they make a whole nother video about a different creature without finish telling, where's part 2 of Skinwalkers? How we get to Krakens? Okay, we're gonna watch this Kraken video. They better have some evidence about a Kraken in here. I know that.
Yes, you heard that right. Everyone knows that the Kraken existed in the past, but what if I told you it still exists today? In 2021, Jack Williams decided to go on a mission to
Here we go, another story.
discover the truth about the existence of the Kraken, as he had heard many theories about the mysterious creature in the past. He rented a large boat and loaded it with enough resources to survive for 6 months before setting sail for the deep sea. From there, he explored for weeks without seeing anything. However, after exactly 71 days of sailing, he spotted what appeared to be a massive tentacle in the distance. As he approached, he realized just how large they were. He began to film, and as he got closer, he was able to clearly see that it was a massive octopus, also known as the Kraken. He then posted the video online, but it was quickly deleted. He eventually disappeared without a trace, but luckily some people were able to save the video. Subscribe and send to a friend for part 2 with the footage.
We're gonna watch the very next video that they posted, and I swear for God, if it ain't about a Skinwalker or a Kraken, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna be very happy about it, I'll tell you that much.
Mammoths still exist. Yes, you heard that right. In 2021, John Peter, a man from Australia, heard that the government might be hiding mammoths in Antarctica.
Here we go with another story. Okay.
So he decided to check it out for himself. He then spent 20 days in a boat to go from his house in Australia to Antarctica. And he started to explore the unknown land, but after 3 months of research, he didn't find anything. But one day, he found something that will leave you speechless.
Did he?
When he was walking in the snow, he saw a big brown animal. He got closer, but he saw nothing. Soon later, he saw a chain of mountains surrounding a hole. He decided to climb the mountain, and he found something that he would have never expected.
Did he?
He saw a group of huge mammoths, but before he could even realize it, 2 of them started running after him. He ran as fast as he could, but after running for almost 20 minutes, his bag got stuck on a big rock. The mammoth started to catch up with him. Subscribe for part 2 because it gets crazier. Did you know that?
I could have guessed. Did you know that? I could have guessed. These daggone AI TikTok conspiracy theories, they over here letting robots just make up conspiracy theories about stuff. Robot creating conspiracy theories now. Look, this ain't good. This is not good. This is not good at all. Where's the truth? We want truth and facts. Over here using GBT, whatever the heck it's called, to create a story about freaking woolly mammoths and krakens and skinwalkers, and then you also use a freaking AI image generator to generate the images to go along with the story, and then you also use an AI voice box to freaking tell the story that the chat GBT typed up. We ain't got a part 2 to net yet. The part 2 is supposed to be the images, the truth, the proof. All we hearing is fake stories.
The Minotaur
Oh, here we go again.
actually exists.
Does it now?
Yes, you heard that correctly.
Did I?
Many think that this creature is only a myth, but what if I told you it actually was real?
Was it now?
Around 1 month ago, a man from Poland named Olaf Banik decided to uncover the truth about the Minotaur.
Always somebody wanting to recover the truth about these dang on creatures and monsters and mythical beings. Why is it that this AI bot, because we know that's what it is, can't come up with stories past a couple of years ago? All these stories happened within the last 2 or 3 years. This one was last month. It was a month ago.
One of his close friends once told him that people had claimed they saw the Minotaur in a small village called Malbork.
Really?
So he decided to drive from his house to this small village. When he arrived, he talked with the local residents.
Did he?
But all had never seen the mysterious creature before.
Of course not.
However, after talking to over 300 people, a man named William claimed that he knew where to find the Minotaur.
He's a liar.
So they both decided to go to the deep forest,
Did they?
set up a camp, and wait for the Minotaur to show itself.
Did it?
After repeating this process for over 2 weeks, on a Sunday night, they saw a weird figure. As they got closer, they saw that it had the body of a man and the head of a bull. It was indeed the Minotaur. However, all of a sudden, the creature started to charge at them. Subscribe and send to a friend for part 2.
I was just about to say, let me guess. There's gonna be a part 2. We ain't got a part 2 to nothing yet.
The existence of Bigfoot has just been confirmed.
Oh, has it now? Let me guess, there's going to be a part 2 with the actual proof and evidence. And we got to like and subscribe in order to see it, right? Is that how this works? I'm pretty sure it is.
Yes, you heard that right.
Did I?
On July 27th, 2023,
What I tell you? This year, a couple of months ago.
a man from Ohio named Michael Jordany
Michael Jordan, huh? The AI just can't. Michael Jordany. Come on. Okay, I believe it. I believe it's cap.
went hiking alone in the Appalachian Mountains when all of a sudden he fell down into a cave. After a couple of hours, Michael woke up in agony with a broken leg. Everything around him was dark, but he was able to use his phone as a flashlight. From the cave, he was able to see outside, but as it was raining, he decided to go deeper into the cavern. But as he was walking, he heard a loud roar coming from deep inside the cave. And what happens next will leave you speechless.
Let me guess, he ran from it with a broke leg?
As Michael turned around, he saw a huge creature, what he believed to be the Bigfoot. He took a video before crawling into a part of the cave where he was safe.
Let me guess, we're not going to get to see this video, are we?
Then was able to come back to the surface.
We have to like and subscribe for a part 2, I'm pretty sure.
When he got back home, he decided to post the video online, but it was taken down.
Of course it was, because he only posted it to one place. And
2 days later, Michael's family reported him missing, but the case was quickly closed. Subscribe and share with a friend for part 2. Did you know that?
yeah, we knew.
The Denver airport undergrounds are no longer a secret.
Really?
Yes, you heard that right.
Okay.
4 days ago, Paul Rowland, a man from Alabama,
4 days ago now. See, look, these stories just keep getting newer and newer and newer. Like, man, I guess the AI can't generate a story that's older than itself.
went on a trip to Montana. After a 3-hour flight, he landed at the Denver airport for a 2-hour and 30-minute layover. He had heard from his best friend that the airport had built a secret underground system closed to the public source of many theories. Perplexed by those revelations, he decided to explore this mysterious place by himself. But he knew that accessing those undergrounds was for sure not an easy task. So he prepared a plan. He knew the existence of a luggage transportation system that was going through the airport's secret lower levels.
How he know?
After a reflection, he decided to hide in a suitcase and get out when it was going through the underground levels.
Really?
He then performed his plan without an issue. But when he got out of the luggage, he saw something way darker than he was expecting.
Oh.
He saw huge prisons with some of the world's most renowned prisoners. He then decided to leave, but when he turned around, 3 military guards were blocking his path. Subscribe and send to a friend for part 2.
Should've known.
We
Hold up,
survived
you guys.
September
Listen to
23rd,
this.
and it appears as though none of us turned to zombies on October 4th. But when you hear about what scientists recently discovered deep in the heart of the Atlantic, you just may never be able to sleep again.
Look, don't tell me these scientists done went down to the dang old deeps of the Atlantic Ocean and done discovered an ancient disease or something that could cause us to mutate into zombies. What the heck is y'all doing down there anyway? Leave it down there. If you found it from down there, go ahead and put it back in the vial, throw it back in the ocean, let it sink down to the bottom where it belongs. Y'all gonna end up messing around with it. Next thing you know, we're gonna be walking zombies on this freaking planet. Ooh. We are our own demise, I swear.
On October 4th, a team of 20 scientists in the heart of the Milwaukee Deep at 5.373 miles below sea level discovered conclusive and irrefutable evidence that you are and will always be a hoe.
Get him!
You know what? I'm done. I'm out.